Okay, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, totally unlike me to have streams out of the blue. No warning, no notice, no prior plans were given. The reason being, I was thinking, you know what? Where's the turn from? Dad, man, I'm thinking, is he dead? Where is he? Turns out, Gmail was actually, it showed his last reply, and it showed every other reply, and then it showed his turn, the actual file, all the way down to the bottom, and I had to scroll down to actually see that. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, so I've had that 2 days and I didn't even realise. I bet it's thinking, what's up with XTRG? Does he not like me anymore? Love it that way, yeah, I know. How you doing there, Vulcan? Good to have you, my friend. How you doing there, Erkkijuusto? It does feel a little bit nicer to do later streams. Sometimes, more so due to the fact that they're actually a little bit more awake on an evening, which is kind of weird. You get to that, like, golden hour when you're actually awake and alive, essentially. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at it in just a moment. How you doing there? No name and UIPI. PO, I should say. Welcome, my friend. So I think what I'll do then tonight, I almost said today, is we'll obviously see what the replay holds for us. We'll see how that goes, and I'm not entirely sure how much we'll actually... did I not say George? Oh, I'm sorry there, George. I thought I said hello. I thought it anyway. I thought it. So then I thought it happened. One in Pacific is a little bit louder today. Ideally, we actually get some background sounds. I'm going to make sure we get some background sounds today because we didn't last time. I was going to adjust the actual volume here just in the background. There we go. Yeah, time to get gel-baited. Gel-baited? Gel-baited? I read that as gel-baited. There goes my plans for midnight puckering. Bah. Book schmuck. You don't need it. Okay, so we've got unit sounds FX. That should give us the volume. Just going to dabble that to make sure. Hey, Dimandoli, good to have you, my friend. Okay. So I did name the turn full throttle ahead, and he sends it right back without renaming it. And because he's kind of Chad like that. As we'll go ahead and take a look. So just a quick recap, the American counties are in... they're not... they're to the... yeah, to the west of the Marshalls, east of Truk, heading south as far as we can tell. We are sending out the Kitakami. I think it's the Oi that we're sending out there, which is a Kitakami class light cruiser. We are sending out 2 light cruisers as well. Potentially 2 likely spots where his cannons will be heading. The intention is, well, this is it. We're knowingly sending cruisers out that may die. That is very knowing. Okay, so we've got the radio sounds. That's nice. Yeah, we're doing it because we need to try and inflict damage. We also need to pray that we can slow him down. So we'll see what happens. We're just sending one of the Kitakami class out. I mean, it's a risk. It is a risk. We are moving our assets out of the area as well from Guadalcanal. We're trying to evacuate, essentially, again, the forces moving out there. But yeah, if we can try and inflict damage. I mean, the Kitakami class has 20 long lance torpedoes in each side, so they have 14 total. I-124 has detected something. Let's do... okay. Apparently there's an escort here, apparently. Odd. Though we don't see anything here. You have to wonder for how long he can full speed. I don't think he's full speed, and I think he's moving at cruise, but he might be able to full speed. I'm not entirely sure on that one. So moving through the night. Moving towards the day, and this... oh no, not the day yet. Okay, so submarines can miss. Wow. That does make me feel significantly better. We will be attacking Johor today. I am interested to see how that goes. I'm hoping it will be a success. It is dicey, obviously, due to the fact that there's a lot of AV there. There's about 100, and potentially fortifications as well. So, we'll see. I'm confident that we probably will have a victory, but ideally we don't have one at great cost. We'll see there. Hey, doing there, Mr. Dictator? Almost in time. How you doing there, my friend? How do you manage your destroyer upgrades? Well, we've upgraded... I think we've upgraded a good few of the for Bookies, actually. Yeah, he should be low on fuel. Full speeding would be a dead set. Yeah, dead sentence, we'll see. We are finally landing here at Tete with our APD, which is nice. I don't think we'll have the 38th... No, I think they're about another day out. I think there'll be maybe 1 or 2 hexes off, but not too far. But yeah, as far as it goes for the destroyers, the Fubuki class, I did have the majority upgraded quite early. A good number of them were near Japan on the shipyards where they could upgrade, so it was a well worthwhile thing to do there, really. Okay. So we do encounter an enemy task force over here. That looks like Allied task force attempts to evade combat. Those would be 3 of our own patrol boats. Okay. So the Van Gent. That's interesting. Now for the destroyer to evade combat with 3 patrol boats is rather interesting there. He's definitely not done yet. He might be trying to sneak out there. So we continue to see Allied ships there at Rangoon. Something was shot down there. Might have been one of our actual search planes. Potentially G4, potentially Dina. We do see a couple tankers out that way. The British sailor, apparently. How you doing there, Braden? Good to have you, my friend. Okay, yeah. It looks like his DDs are moving out of the area. It looks like something's at Megasar. Oh, God, wow. Yeah, he's got Cap up there. Search G3M2 destroyed by Cap. That's odd. I did set them to naval search. I can't recall if I had the G4 should be doing naval search. You can see there's a number of assets there. Now, the Midikovitai isn't going to be within range, I would imagine. Due to the fact that we did refuel at sea. But we will still catch up to those ships there. Okay. But it looks like there's a number of oilers and tankers. Right, okay. That could be the carrier force over here. Yeah, that's going to be the carrier force there. Now, they're close. Okay, so he's gone in a direction that didn't quite... Well, we actually kind of imagined this, but we didn't actually expect it. So, I don't know if they will react in here. It's unlikely, but it looks like we're off by a bloody hex. God damn it. He may have gone with heavy amounts of naval search once again. So in some ways it might actually be quite fortunate for us, really. We'll have to take a look, but it doesn't look like it's a death sentence as of yet, but it could still very well be a death sentence. We'll have to see there, really. I mean, it's interesting. It's going to give him problems. I would have been happy had we reacted into his task force. There still might be time, but I don't think there is at this moment now. But that's going to cause problems. I mean, it's going to be very, very interesting if he's actually just for a naval search this time around. And it seemed like earlier we had 2 of our G3s shot down on naval search, which is interesting. It has been a little bit of time since I last took a look at the save. Possibly. We're still quite far north. It looks like he's moved at cruise speed. But we'll see. He's heading towards Raphael, it seems. Which is obviously not ideal. We do have a lot of assets moving out of the way, but we'll see, really. Right, so we are sweeping here at Singapore. Ooh, that sound is a little bit louder this time around, isn't it? I'll have to sort that, probably reduce it somewhat. Yeah, it looks like it's going to Australia, which... I don't know. It's one of those where I think it is slightly better. It does make things harder. It's not the end of the world for sure. I mean, I would prefer him to be in Australia than to be at Pearl Harbor, but I don't think he's going to remain either way. So we see that we do destroy the actual cap over Singapore. We should have sweeps over Batavia as well shortly. That sounds like AA. Interesting. Okay, another 3 zeros over Singapore there, 25,000 feet. Okay. So we have our raid here, so we have 44 Sallies, we have 18 Lilies. Yeah, continue to hit the airfield here, continue to actually find targets on the airfield, destroying a good number of them. Seems like we destroyed 1, damaged some other airframes there, which is good news. Another one has been damaged, which is good. Need to keep up this pressure. Right, damaged my flag there. We destroyed Buffalo on the ground, which is actually really nice there. So that's one of the Buffalo actually down, so that's one of his actual cap. That's gonna hurt. Not a tremendous amount as we have destroyed quite a lot, but yeah, this is nice. We're actually seeing quite a few hits on aircraft here. Yeah, and as a Vulcan says, we are quite far behind. It would really take something of a miracle. We're not low on fuel. We can move out to cruise. It's obviously due to the fact that if we were to move, well, full van course as well. Wow, that was actually really successful. That was actually genuinely quite successful there. So 7 Buffalo are damaged. 1 of them are destroyed on the ground. We do see a Wildebeest destroyed on the ground. We see the Blenheim 4 actually damaged. We see a Catalina damaged over here. The Catalina's a good prize there. 6 casualties. That's a lot of actual hits on the runway, and that's actually probably our more... well, yeah, probably our most successful bombing raid to date, really. Partial clouds. Interesting. We do have another 47 Salis coming in. That's actually a really good result, yeah. Okay, wow. It seems like a very good day for us today. Yeah, destroying other aircraft on the ground, damaging further aircraft. Yeah, see, now this is the thing there, George. We have to chase, we're not going to chase him the whole way. We need to chase him so he doesn't just remain in place and start hitting like Raphael or something of that nature. But we're not going to chase him much further, really. We'll have to see. There's a point at which we have to stop chasing, really. But that's looking good. I'm loving the fact that we're actually hitting. I mean, look at that. We're getting aircraft damage. We're getting aircraft destroyed. We're having a lot of success today. Look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. As another 2 Wildebeests are damaged, another 1 destroyed on the ground, a Blenheim 4 is destroyed on the ground, and a Buffalo is damaged, and a Catalina is damaged. 2 hits on the airbase, 2 hits on the airbase supply, and 14 hits on the runway. We're having a really good day today. A couple of Lilies coming in there unescorted, but let's hope that they can actually hit a few more of them. Hey, did that remain? Good to have you, my friend. Oh, you can catch a live? Yeah. It was a little bit random me doing it this time. Okay. Still a few hits there. Nothing major, but still worthwhile. Ooh, we are seeing actual aircraft coming out here. It's a real good job that there's some Ki-27s here. That's 16 aircraft. Ideally, that might drive them away. These guys actually do have a bomb complement that's not really something you want to get hit by. So ideally, we can actually drive them out. It looks like they're coming in at about 1,000 feet there as well. That's not nice. I think we're out. I think we're about 5,000 feet. I think even lower than that. Was that 1,000 or 100? I didn't quite catch that one. Come on, I'm praying that we can drive them off there, really. Another 1 damage there, that's good. It is 16 though, it's a lot of them. Come on. There's another 1 damaged. And another 1 there. I mean, this is the issue, we can't easily shoot them down, but we're not doing too bad. At least we are forcing some of them to take damage. We might be able to drive them away if we are really lucky. I think they will get through. Yeah, down to 3, down to 2, come on. I don't think it's going to be driven away, but it's at least taking damage. Yeah, down to 1. 1 more damaged. Right, so they move in to strike against our shipping over here. They don't have too far to go to make it to Palembang, but we'll have to hope for the best here. Right, 300 kilogram bomb there. Not good. Had it been Zero's defending, would have made a massive difference. It's the numbers there. The Venice Maru's obviously taking a bomb hit. It said critical damage. Whoops. Okay. So 7 of them are damaged. Okay, so it's only listing here as on fire, not heavy damage or heavy fires. So a few losses there, but we can recover that. Yeah, they came in at 1,000 feet there. They need to... Oh, God damn it, more of them coming in. Only 1 actual... God damn. That's unfortunate. Yeah, low. God damn. A little bit of a chink in the armor there. So hopefully Venice Maru does not get hit again. She gets hit again. That's not good. Luckily we're not far from Palembang. 2 hexes out from Palembang. Yeah, she gets hit a 3rd time. Not great. And a 4th time. Come on. Not ideal. Heavy fires, heavy damage. Yeah, that's the thing we don't want to see. That's quite a few casualties there. That is unfortunate. That might be the regiment there. Seen a couple of ships down. Sorry, a couple of aircraft over here from Blenheim. Sorry, Blenheim's coming in. Can't speak. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We do damage the Blenheims though, thankfully. I'd probably do a mod in the future and have to have like some sort of opponent there, really. Yeah, Tadman turns the rose explosive. Oh, actually, that's quite surprising. Didn't think our Minikid would actually get the chance to hit, but they do. Oh, nice. So at least we actually do find the Tan 4. That's really nice. 2 bombs in turret so far. Okay, that's nice. I didn't think we'd actually be within range. 3rd hit there. Great news. 4th. 5th. And a 6th. Yeah, she goes down. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping that the Venus Maru actually makes it support there at Palambang. If we lose her, then there's not much we can do about that. Hitting again over here. Yeah, bomb's going overkill as always, indeed. As we are finding Tan 5, and we do torpedo her. Nice. What do you mean? It is a torpedo. Sorry, it is a carrier. God, I can't speak right now. 3 torpedoes. Okay, okay. But there we go. So we take out the Tan 5. Was it worth 3 torpedoes? 2 torpedoes probably would have done it. Venice Maru goes down. We do rescue 737 men, though, thankfully. Yeah, I mean, that was a fairly large chunk of the actual regiment on board there. But at least the majority of them are saved. Not ideal. We can recover that unit. It's not an invasion task force, at least it can be recovered. I've seen plenty of DDs out that way. He's a son of a bitch, isn't he? Okay. It is really good, though, to see that the naval search is actually causing problems. It looks like they might be trying to shift out towards the Indian Ocean, but they're within range. We'll be able to catch them. We've already caught 2 of them, so we'll be able to sink the rest of them, which is nice. Yeah, yeah, that's what it looks like as well. I agree. Right, okay. It looks like they're just running heavy amounts of naval search, which is interesting. We could potentially make that work for us, really. Of course, there's AKs in the area as well, which does make it harder for him. It looks as if his task force is operating as a single. I like how they spotted a Japanese battleship. Ah, okay. We're seeing actual float planes down that way, which are likely from Midway. Okay. Yeah, there's 139s though. Just getting us just on the approach in towards Palambang was unfortunate. It looks like his actual destroyers might be heading towards Ambon, which would be a problem. I need to get on top of Ambon. Right, it's moving into airstrikes. Right, okay, so we do have our first sweep coming in here. We have 2 sweeps coming in. Okay, looks like he's up higher, or we up higher. I forget what altitude we're at. Okay, one of them spins away on fire immediately. That's always a good sign. Okay, looks like he's up there at height. One of bolts there immediately as well. Amazing. Okay. It looks like he has changed our pilots here. They seem to be performing pretty damn well. Forgive me for not being able to speak. I can't believe it. I get so tongue-tied sometimes. Okay. There's a lot of demons there. The good news is we do have the numbers to replace our 0 losses, which is great. We have a lot. We have the actual production to keep it up. Yeah, he's up very high there at 52,000 feet. That's very high. We do have more zeros coming in. We should have a bombing raid coming in as well, which we obviously do need to carry out. As we can see, the 139s do cause us problems. Okay. I think we'll win out in the end. Okay. I'm going to speed this one up. Okay, to make it over there. So we do have one of our zeros destroyed then. We see that we shoot down one of the demons here. So we came in at 27,000 feet. He was up there at 32,000 feet. So yeah, he got that dive on us, which is not ideal. but we do have more coming in here. I'm going to speed this one up just for the sake of getting it done. Okay, so no losses. We shoot down another 2 there at least. That's good. I think we might have some more zeros coming in later on, actually. Or potentially not all. Sometimes the raids do get separated. So we do have 6 G3M2s. We have 14 zeros here. Now, he's coming in from very high up. But we are firing from behind, so that's good news. Yeah, he's diving on the bombers. Well, we know he's coming in high now. I don't think the nails will make it through, but we'll see how we go. 1 damage there. Oh no, we do make it through. Oh, that's fantastic news then. And they'll probably chase us on the way out, but at least we actually do hit the airfield. We destroy 1 aircraft at least, which is good news. So we have our nails damaged. We destroy 1 Hawk and we destroy a Falcon on the ground there. Is a Falcon a transport aircraft? It looks like we make it out there. So that was an interesting one. We do lose a 0, but we inflict some positive kills there. And importantly, we actually do make it through to actually hit the airfield as well. But yeah, we can see that it's obviously going up high, so we're going to have to go up high as well. But yeah, we just need to sweep the absolute living crap out of it, really. Okay, very interesting turn so far. So it looks like we actually did get quite lucky. This is a Dutch destroyer, it seems. Japanese force attempted to get underway. Allied task force maneuvers. Are they patrol boats or are they sub-chasers? They look like patrol boats. 14,000 yards. Okay, yeah, patrol boats. We might be able to bully the destroyer here, to be honest. He may... Well, yeah, look. He may be out of ammunition, actually. All of task force is underway. Okay. Oh, no, he has munitions. Okay. What size munition was that, actually? 21,000 yards. Task force breaks off. And did anybody see what size shell we got hit? Oh, 12 centimeter. Okay. Apparently we hit him though, so... Yeah. That's not good. He's really causing me some bloody problems with these destroyers. I think these are AKs, which is not exactly great, but they should... Oh, thank God they're patrol boats. Not that's any better, they're not exactly great, but at least they aren't carrying something. And we... Did we hit it? We hit it, yes! I think we hit it. We got hit in return, but... At least we hit it. 9,000 yards. Yeah. Ah, we hit it again, thank God. Right, 11,000 yards. Fantastic. We're only hitting the superstructure. I can imagine that's probably due to their low experience. Deck penetration will do, though. I mean, then again, these are still pretty good guns. Pretty large. I'll take it. I mean, they're patrol boats. Yeah, task force breaks off. We actually do land some actual shell hits in there. Nice. On fire, heavy damage. Hopefully she burns up and dies. Yeah, see, there we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Yeah, you try and run down. Now you've actually met your match. So the thing is, we had a light cruiser task force as well with destroyers. Yeah, open fire. Don't fire torpedoes, please. Oh well. Yeah, likely overkill. Yeah, who would win? Yeah, I mean, that's Negator as well. 19,000 yards. Yeah, Icey hits there with a 36 centimeter shell. That's a superstructure hit, but even then, that's still going to be doing a lot of damage. 14 centimeter shell hits there. 17,000 yards. Don't launch torpedoes. Umikaze. Did we hit there with a torpedo? See, I'm having to look at the chat here at the same time, but we sink it there. Yep, okay. Did we actually hit with a torpedo? I didn't quite catch that. Yeah, we did. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's nice. Okay. At least we actually claim one of it destroys now at long last. Continue to unload over there. But that's very interesting. It looks like the American carrier force is there. It's really interesting to see that he's still using naval surge. He's probably caused some damage, but I would love to know how much fuel is actually within our cruisers. But this is interesting. Oh, we are launching an attack over here against the 98th Chinese Corps with a good few elements of the Kwantung Army. It's building up towards the attack over here. It's nothing out of the ordinary, really. Yeah. 3,051 to 1. I think we barely made it. They had low supply as well. 610 casualties for pretty much wiping out the entire unit, essentially. Yeah, that was a foregone conclusion. Right, we do have our first attack over here with the 65th Brigade. We should be able to overpower the actual infantry division here. We do capture the base for the 65th. Banzai. Now we will be attacking over here at Lingayan in about tomorrow, actually. Right, 110 casualties there. And we inflict 995, very good there. 21, 28, 2, and 13. Yeah, should retreat and give up. Right, so we have our deliberate attack over here at Johor. So it looks like it's a little bit over the 100 there. I do wonder where... No, the 22nd Australian actually did come from Singh, didn't it? Okay. Now, I'm hoping that we do succeed here. 412 to 43, 0. Oh, this is actually better. Okay, this is actually better. 48 casualties, we inflict 389. Okay, this is actually... Yeah, this is the mythical third outcome, where we don't win, we don't lose, but they don't retreat. Well, we don't win, but we don't lose, is what I'm trying to say here. So we take only a few casualties over here then. So 7 disabled, 1 disabled, 3 disabled. We destroy 5 squads, 21 disabled. So this is really good news. This means we actually get a second attack at this guy. The 2nd Division will arrive tomorrow, I do believe. So that's actually really quite nice. I didn't think this would happen, but this is actually really good news. So this means that we actually get a second go at the 22nd Australian and the 27th Australian Brigade. So that means that we'll be able to inflict more losses upon them before they actually retreat over to Singapore. So it's actually a really good turnout. Excellent. So we have an attack over here then. I'm trying to clean up the resistance in this area. I'm quite happy about that at Johor. I know it sounds like strange, but it's actually a good thing. I wish that unit would have surrendered, but I will. Okay, yeah, light losses there, really. Okay, that unit's stronger than I thought it would be, actually. So that's not going to happen. That's actually nowhere near as bad as I was expecting it to be. I mean, considering he only took 7 casualties, I was actually expecting worse. I can recover from that. But I know not to attack there. I didn't realise that'd be a natural division there. Yeah, that's not good. That's not what you want to go up against. It's not that strong, though, thankfully. But again, something you don't want to go up against. And we have our shock attack over here, then, against the remnants of the Sumatra garrison. They should have no problem. Yeah, 111 to 1. And they surrender, thank God for that. That's good. That makes it far easier for us. Okay, so 18 casualties, 2 disabled. Yeah, Filipino division. Yeah, apparently so. 247 there, but we destroy the entire unit, which is good news. That means that we're able to then move on to here and over here to East Haven, which is very good. Okay, so actually quite a successful day then, really. I mean, it was really quite fortunate that the American carriers were running just only naval surge, as that gives us something to work with. Johor Bahru is actually a better result there. I mean, it's the case of, well, we don't win outright, we don't lose, but we don't force him out of position, and we don't lose that much in the way of actual assault value either, which is really quite good. So that means the 2nd Division will arrive, and that means we can actually, well, we can blow him out the water there, really. I'd be interested to see if the actual armor may yet arrive as well, so it might actually arrive in time. But that's interesting. Oh no, will they arrive tomorrow? They might arrive tomorrow, actually. I'll have to double check, actually. Now a Kitakami. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, you're right there, Avoken. We might actually have chances. There's actually another outcome, which I didn't see. I'm not going to lie, when we actually sent those light cruisers out there, myself and Infinite Monk were talking about it, I'm like, yeah, they're goners. And he's like, yeah, probably goners. Yeah, charge for torpedoes, man. I wish we had the Kitakami and the Oi. It looks like it's in a single group, but even then, at 9 ships, that's interesting. Interesting. Right, at least we've actually linked up over here with the PB and the DD. That's good news. That can't be right there. I mean, the thing is, I have H6K4s I moved over here. We have H6K4s over here. We have H6K4s over here as well, so he's in the triumvirate of search there. I think some of these guys... Oh, we're actually looking alright on fuel. That's enough fuel to actually keep this pain trainer going. Yeah, Tatsuta's over here. Tenru's over here. Akutagame's over here. I'm somewhat surprised that we didn't react into there. We are on absolute as well, so they might have just been at the edge of the range. I'd love to know what happened here. I wonder if he might have retreated, but that's really interesting that we're only seeing one task force. I mean, that's clearly wrong, but that is interesting. How you doing there, Black Star? Well, this is Admiral Dadman. We've had quite the interesting experience so far. Oh, he's been making us pay. He's been making us pay. We've been defeated at Wake twice already, which is rather annoying, but we'll eventually win out. Yeah, those destroyers have caused me a lot of problems, but at least we did actually sink one of them, which is good news. Right, yeah, so they were patrolling that area. We do have Haguro over here. Return towards Kandari. I may have her instead head to Megasar. Right, first raiding regiment there. I'm tempted to have it turn around and head to Monado. I'm not liking the fact that there's all these destroyers around here. Especially with something like this. I'm going to have it return to Monado. Not unload. Yeah, indeed. It is the standard scenario, the standard campaign. I'll go ahead and show you the actual look at it in just a second. Okay, I'm going to replenish it to C and actually have them head back, so they're not going to load. Yeah, there's a couple engineers over here as well. So... I could potentially move them through as a group, but I'm not too keen on it with destroyers. They're likely retreating, but I'm not willing to really take much in the way of risk there. So we know that there's obviously the tankers and the oilers out here. We have eyes on this force still. We have eyes on that force. I've lost sight of another force that was down here to the north. Hopefully we can catch that. Okay, so it's going to be another day before they arrive, but that means that they do get a second attack. The tank regiment will arrive tomorrow as well. The Kidappatai is in the Marsh Islands. They've just arrived and are moving south. Okay. Right, so we have elements of the 4th Tank Regiment here. They're heading south. No, that is the 4th Tank Regiment. Is there still any elements of the 4th Tank Regiment to be unloaded? Sometimes it gets weird when it's unloading there, really. Still 4th C. I'm hoping that they actually do unload. Sometimes it does get very strange. Oh no, we are seeing elements of the 4th. Sorry, of the 4th. I can't speak today. Oh my days. The Imperial Guard Division is here. Are they fully unloaded? Well, it's actually been successful. We have a division here. We have a division and tank regiment here. He's actually been really playing nice with us. We've sank the Repulse off Sinkawang in battle. She was engaged by... Well, she engaged us, essentially. But the day before, or it might have been 2 days before, we'd actually torpedoed the Prince of Wales via G3 twice. Which, we haven't seen the Prince of Wales. She might be down, but she's probably likely this way. We've lost 2 heavy cruisers to American carriers. Let me say, ships sunk, sort by points. Go the other way. So, Repulse we know is dead. She was destroyed in battle. We did actually have Congo, I think it was, who landed a actual 36cm shell into her engine deck, which more or less crippled her. And to be honest, the thing that finished her off probably was more so the 6 torpedoes that hit her afterwards from the G3s. Yeah, I'll take a look at Singapore in just a moment. So we know Repulse is dead. Prince of Wales we did torpedo twice from the air. We haven't seen her since. We've been looking for her. I don't know if she's alive or not. Maybe, maybe not. Kinagusa and Aoba were destroyed by the American carriers off a wake. We sank the Houston with the Midikappatai. We torpedoed the President Coolidge at the start of the war. Cannibala, Minora, we did sink obviously via our own torpedoes just off of Exmouth. We sank the Java. Kinru Maru is obviously one of ours that was sank by, yeah, the carriers. The Reuter, Conglomerate, yeah, carriers. No, sorry, that was Wildcats, slash Strafe. Trinity, yeah, we've had quite a few. We've sank quite a few ships actually so far, but we've had a few ships of our own sank, mostly out in the out in the Pacific. Have you considered the economy for a long war? Yeah, indeed. It's a much more sensible economy this time around. Let's start by taking a look at the air then. I'm going to scroll through it slowly just so you can take a look here, really. We do have a pretty radical R&D program, which is something that we are, well, I'm very much looking forward to actually seeing there. So that's the airframe production at this moment in time. As for engines, hopefully you'll be able to actually pause and take a look. Try and guess what airframe we're trying to get to first. Excuse me. Any guesses? That two's quite good, actually. Any guesses? There we go. D4Y1 C's actually going well there with a 3. Quite happy about that. Making progress on the Ki-49. The Ki-83 is a superb aircraft. The reason is... Hey, doing Sam? We actually had a good turn. We're not going to be sticking with all of these ones, as we've gone for in the past. It's also in the actual Dadman room on the actual Discord as well, the actual rationale behind this. It's actually not. It sounds it, but we have been through this. It's actually not expensive. It's obviously as expensive as it is, but we can change a lot of these out. Oh, you mean in terms of engines? See, the reason why... So, let's see then, Japanese aircraft. I'm glad I know what your actual question is now. Makes it easy to respond to. So, Ki-94 is what you're saying there. Let's find the Ki-94. 94-2. This is nice. I'm not gonna lie, it is nice. 442 miles per hour, 200% free. Nice, good altitude, good climb. A decent climb. Armoured. Durability is okay, maneuverability. Could be better. It's got a bomb load. It's got 30 mils, it's got 20 mils. Nice. The reason why I'm going for the Ki-83 is the range, essentially. If I sort here by speed as well, that'd make it easier. So the 83 is slightly slower there, at 438 miles per hour. She does have a higher cruise speed. Her altitude is lower, granted. Her climb is really quite good. Maneuverability is actually slightly higher, which is surprising. Her durability is slightly lower, armoured. Endurance, yeah, good. The reason why we're going for the Ki-83 is due to the fact that we have this range. That range is really what we're eager for, really. Sure, feel free. Okay, so when could we get a Ki-83? Likely, it's going to be late 43. Maybe early 44 is when it's likely going to happen. What I would do is actually, I can't speak about it right now, because otherwise I'll spend a lot of time on that. But if you look in the actual Discord, and if you search through the Admiral Dadman room, the first strike room, and you look in the early sections, you actually see an explanation behind the R&D project. Okay, so moving on beyond that one. So we do have a division heading south here, which is excellent news. Looking forward to actually them arriving. Right, okay. So yeah, we took very light losses over here. Our assault value is still 423, which is good. We're at 6 and 27 fatigue. The fatigue's to be expected due to the rush down here, actually. Right, 414. 8 fatigue. Yeah, the attack obviously didn't help there tremendously. Let's see. So the 4th Division elements over here then. Obviously that's quite a bit of the AV that I do want down here. The engineers obviously are going to be required. So this is the difficulty as well, not waiting for the division to be unloaded before moving out. We do have the 33rd in full strength. We also have the Imperial Guard Division here as well. Now I can send them here. If I take a look, we do have a secondary road here. The issue is it would take 4 days for them to arrive there. It's still going to take that time. Well, that's actually a fair point. That's 2 days to here. And it's 2 days down here to Johobru. It might be worthwhile marching them here anyway, just to maintain control of the road here. Possibly so. I would like to advance on Singapore as quickly as possible, really, so I have to think about that one. Right, so Johor route. Sorry, no, Singapore, we're seeing about 27 airfield damage, which is good news. We are seeing the amount of aircraft reduced as well, which is excellent. Yep, so at least we actually do know what we're dealing with over here now. That's good. I could potentially attack again, or I could actually wait, and I might actually wait for the 2nd Division arriving. We will have the tank regiments arriving shortly as well. So I might wait for them to actually arrive. It's not a terrible thing. So they're moving out there. Okay. Do have a little bit of planning bonus there for Johor Bahru. Okay. Right, we finally arrived over here as well, which is great news. So we'll be able to actually launch the attack again. What I'll do then is put them both into combat mode. Right, there we go. So attack here then with the 145th and the 56th, sorry. Then we'll be able to push in towards Temela. I should have a regiment that will arrive down here in the near future. We have finally arrived over here at a low star though, thank God for that. It's been a long march to a low star. We do have control. I might move a tank regiment to the north actually, but I don't think it's required. We'll then be marching upon Taiping. The only base that we'd need then would be Malacca and Kuala Lumpur. Okay. So we are going to alter the attack over here, but I'm going to take a look. So their fatigue's not exactly fantastic. Let's see. It's a jungle. Okay. What I might do then is allow them just to rest for the time being. We know Dadman's been quite nice to us, so I don't think we need to rush it. So what I'll do then is obviously put them in combat mode. I'll have them set to defense for the time being. We could potentially move more forces to the north if we so we should do so. So currently we have 2 regiments. There's a tank regiment, a reconnaissance regiment, engineer regiment, which I actually need to cut up the route. I need that being shifted out actually. So if I take a look down here, then we have the 112th regiment. That's currently moving towards Georgetown. Secondary roads. Okay, not ideal. I'll likely order the attack then. They're moving south. Oh, it's a track, isn't it? Might as well move them via rail. Yeah, that'll take far too long, so we'll have them move via rail to cut up the route. Okay. Of course, with it being later tonight, I wanted to get the actual replay done, so I'm not going to go through it in great detail. We'll go through it tomorrow in greater detail. But I'm glad that we actually get to see the replay. It's nice. It gives us a little bit more time to actually think over what we want to do. What's his position? So he's about 11 hexes from Raphael. Okay. We do have our forces actually moving south over here through the Solomon Sea and then out towards the Bismarck Sea. I don't think it's going to remain here terribly long. How you doing, Benefit? Right, so here's the Kiddipatai. I had somebody ask earlier where they were. Okay. Right. It may be that we actually stop at Quanjulaing to actually refuel. We do have more options here, but then this is a thing to bear in mind, isn't it? We don't want to be burning full again. Having that much system damage is not exactly ideal. How far are we from our quarry then? We're about 24 hexes away, so we're still quite distant. We have gained, I think were we previously about 27 hexes away? I might have actually got it incorrect. I can't recall how far away we were. I know it was in the 20-odd region. We might be further behind, actually. Okay. But no, actually, a relatively bloodless day. I mean, it's not great about the Venice Maru. Right, 144 fair. Did the Venice Maru actually go down? I'm not seeing her here. Let's take a look. Special base force there. We have destroyers, light cruisers. Okay. I'm going to assume that she went down. The light cruisers have yet to check on them. I'll check on them in just a second, actually. I'm going to assume that the Venice Maru... Yeah, she did go down there. Ah, we saw her go down, didn't we? Yeah, I forgot about that. So this is what happens when I record night. Yeah, she went down after being hit about 4 times, didn't she? Yeah, because we rescued the troops, didn't we? That's it, yeah. Okay. So there's no damage to the light cruiser. There's no damage there beyond system damage, a little bit of engine damage, a little bit of system damage there. Which is actually quite good. It's interesting that we do have 2 light cruisers here. And it does make me wonder, it's very strange to see that there's only 9 ships spotted. I've got to think that's wrong. He's actually moving southwest, which is interesting. But the fact that we're so close, he can't prevent us. We'll get in there, we'll cause problems. That's an interesting one. Yeah. Do you want to take a look at the line cruisers, is it? So you're over here to Pescadores, which is good. So Sendai obviously was damaged earlier during the battle off of Sinkwang. We can put her in for actual repairs then. So shipyard set her into Pescadores to be repaired then. Halkatori. She's over here. Okay. Right. She's now on reef duty. Oh dear. Okay. Let's take a look then. What have we had arrived today then? It looks like the additional engineers have arrived. So we're up to 64 right now. Kyushu Maru, obviously she was the one that did the landings over here. We do have these assets moving out, so he's aware of these assets, which is not exactly ideal. Yeah, that's true. Well, that's good. That's good. He's going to limit his options, actually, somewhat. Okay. I'm going to bring this stream to an end shortly, actually. I didn't realise it'd be 47 minutes. I only intended to do the actual replay, but I can't bloody help myself, can I? Okay. Right, we are moving back towards Aichang, just this unit over here. I do need to make sure I'm not losing victory points. I did anticipate him actually taking it, but apparently he's not going to do that. He's pretty happy just to let us actually lose victory points. As obviously I don't want to allow that to happen. Okay. Now then. So spotted out here then. So we have seen that he's actually launching air attacks over here then, which is not too surprising. I will have to take a look at the actual state of the fatigue and disruption. Well, sorry, the fatigue of our actual air crews over here in Malaya. They have been doing a good job. Fatigue's not too bad. Obviously, I'm going to be taking damage from the aircraft that are being damaged by said flak. It's not bad so far. I'm quite happy to continue it for at least another day or two anyway, at least at this rate. I can definitely manage that, but we'll see. But I'm going to call it here. I just intend to actually get the replay done tonight. I'm speaking gibberish because I'm like a little bit tired. But I'm glad that I'm going to turn. It'd been my Gmail for 2 days and I hadn't noticed, so that's my bad. But yeah, we'll take a look at this tomorrow then. And yeah, it gives us something to chew the fat on then, at least for now. And so thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. So, good night. Until I banzai. Ayasumi Masai. Sorry, Ayasumi Nasai. And I shall see you in the future. Goodbye for now. Sayonara.